So amazing. The time that Malika and I had took away to really refuel, recharge, and come back with some fire for you all, just to make sure that you all are going to actually be CEOs. Personally, I'm in a place in a space where I'm just like, not another failed business on my watch. Not another business that's not getting leads. Not another business that's not having good launches. Not another business that's not making sales. Why am I so passionate about it? Because you have an assignment in the earth and you're unable to accomplish it because you don't have the right systems, strategies, and support. So you know who I am. I am your business's lethal weapon and superpower, attorney Jamila Moore, where I help you start, structure, and grow your business while legally protecting that business through trademarks, contracts, copyrights, and compliance. I'm not even going to get on some compliance work I've been doing. But Malika, tell the people who you are just in case they forgot.
If y'all forgot, I am Malika Shea, marketing and sales strategist. I have helped Fortune 500 companies generate over $1 billion in sales and revenue. I am your secret weapon to creating, competing, and conquering your industry through digital marketing, coaching, and services. We are here today. And what are we going to be talking about, Jam?
The dynamic duo is here to talk about email marketing gone wrong. These are the mistakes you want to avoid. Look, you got to take a deep breath. You got to take a deep breath here because, you got what the gurus say, you got what the law says, and then we're spirit
Mm,
people, we got what the spirit says, right?
okay.
And so, you know, really detoxing what it is that everyone else is saying to really get to figure out what is your email rhythm. That's what we're really going to
Mm.
be talking about, your email rhythm, and then using that email rhythm to make sure that you are in legal compliance. Because, y'all, it's about 7 things on my little list over here that if you ain't following, you could be sued, you could be fined.
I listen, I'm excited to get into the legal part of it because see, I know on the marketing side, of the business with the things that they've been doing wrong. But I am really, really, really curious to know from the legal standpoint, what are we doing wrong as business owners that are sabotaging our email marketing campaigns and efforts? Like, so I don't know, Jam. You want to start first, or well,
Let's tag
we
team.
want to get on the 1-2 punch with the legal, or what?
Let's tag team it because here is the thing. When people hear the law, they just start throwing up and all that stuff. Like, calm down, especially from the business space. I'm your superpower. I'm your lethal weapon. Like, you don't want to be out here riding dirty and not doing business, really understanding the legal implications of what it is that you're doing. So when we're talking about email marketing, the one thing that I want everyone to take down and do your own research or hire me so that I can make sure you're in full compliance is to note the Can Spam Act. Can Spam Act. Can Spam Act. And
Also known as spam, because some people think that it's two different things. But no, we when we say spam, that's the Can Spam Act. There you go.
and it lists out all of the things that you have to do or not do in order for you to actually be in legal compliance with your email marketing. So I'm gonna let that sit there while they simmer on that. Somebody's probably going to Google now, and then I'm gonna let you kind of talk about the do's and don't from marketing because I know I probably got a token or two there too.
Yeah, the first thing I want to start out with is as a marketing strategist, I pull statistics, right? We're always doing statistics, reporting, and that sort of thing. And I did some research, and according to DataBox, 52% of businesses said that they've made some email marketing mistakes at least 2 to 5 times per year.
Mm.
That's more than half businesses, right? And then
Mhm.
4%, only 4%, which is still, it's a small number, but hey, it's a mistake is a mistake. But only 4% said that they've made email marketing mistakes 6 to 10 times per year. So just think about that. When you start putting that into numbers and dollars and cents, that could be a huge, huge, huge difference in whether you're hitting your revenue goals when it comes to your email marketing or not. So the thing is being armed and being informed about some of the things that you are not doing or doing incorrectly to make sure that you are not in that 52% or not in that 4%. And one of the main things that I see often is sending out like wrong links, right? So when you are creating your email campaigns and you're putting these links in there, the links are broken, or they're going to the I don't want to say the 404 error page because y'all probably don't know what that is, but it's going to the wrong place. You know what that 404 error,
Just went there
right?
to somebody else's website.
See, boom, boom. And that in itself will discredit your business, right? People are not going to look at your business as a credible business if you have these wrong links in your emails that you're sending out to them. So you definitely want to make sure that you have those right links in there. Also, to another one. I'm gonna give them two, and then I'm gonna let you jump into the
Malika,
legal.
Malika, no, 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 no. Wait, I gotta pause here because I feel like somebody's gonna gloss over what you just said. And what you really just told us is you're losing customers. That's what
Absolutely.
you just told us. We're losing customers because we don't have the system and the strategy in place to vet and check our emails before we send them out. And so now our business is harmed, our brand is harmed, and our profits are harmed because we don't have an email marketing system.
Right.
Back to you.
You hit the nail on the head as always. And the simple fix to that is just check the email links. Check the links that's in the emails before you send them out and make sure that they're correct. The other thing is most of us are checking emails on our mobile devices, right? So when you're sending out an email, you want to make sure that you're checking the display and making sure it is mobile user friendly. It sounds so simple, so easy, and it's just, but the reality of it is that trust and believe, I have unsubscribed to several email marketers who have sent me emails because either A, there were broken links in their emails, or the formatting was just not mobile friendly. Mobile friendly. So those are the two things I got. Let's talk about the legal stuff.
Let me clear my throat. So, the number one rule is don't be out here riding dirty, right? And sometimes we think we're riding dirty because, I need my trademark. I want you to have your trademarks. I love that you have your trademarks, but legal protection is more than trademarks. It is compliance, it is contracts, it's copyrights,
Mhm.
and it's trademarks, right? And so, what the Can Spam Act, like a can spam that thing that I'm not eating and act like acting in a food. What that does for you is it outlines what rules you must adhere to, what laws, what regulations you must adhere to. So here's one thing that most people don't know. At the bottom of your email, you need the physical address for your business listed there. And somebody's gonna be like, "Well, I don't even know what a physical address is. I don't want to put my house there." We are in the dispensation where now there are so many virtual offices that you can have.
Mhm.
And so
Mhm.
there's no excuse for you to be sending out illegal emails. Yup, I said it. You're sending out illegal emails. Here's another thing that you need to do. You need to make sure that people can opt out of your subscribers list. You cannot hold on to people. Malika, I gotta tell you a story. I had it was unfortunate. I had unsubscribed about 5 times, and she sent me another 15 emails. So I had to tell this business owner, "Hey, I am an attorney. You are not in legal compliance right now, and you are violating X, Y, and Z." So please make sure that as a matter of practice that you segment your email list. Come on, come on. You
That
saw
was my next point. Go ahead.
you segment your email list to make sure that you are not now spamming people who said, I don't want to hear from you anymore.
Yeah.
If they don't want to hear from you, they don't want to hear from you. Go find a new customer. We'll get into that on another, live. But you have to adhere to people's wants and wishes. It is not just about you making sales, because then you will get fined. You will get penalized. And here is the third thing that I'm going to talk about. And it's going to seem like what? But tell the truth. You cannot be out here lying in your emails.
No, especially when it's written and it's recorded. I mean,
Yeah.
ain't no
And I think
retracting that once it's sent.
that telling the truth goes into so many different parts, because it's like you not over promising and under delivering,
Hmm.
you not giving false information, you not being deceptive in your communication, right? Like you have to have some set of morals, ethics, and standards as a business owner, and it's a legal mandate through the Can Spam Act. Like, what else you got for
Absolutely.
marketing, girl?
Girl, so
Somebody should
you
be going to like sign up for a consultation right now.
they really, really, really do, because there's so much information out here online, and our role is to help you sift through all of the information and apply what's applicable for you and your business and what your goals are. So yeah, you can go on and Google, but if you don't know what to Google or you don't know what to search, then you're still going to be stuck in that same situation. I just want to add on one thing that you said about the addresses, right? Um, Also, it has to be when Jam talked about a physical address, it cannot be a PO box. Okay? It needs to be a physical address. And so again, as a business strategist, as well as what Jam does, but also too as the marketing strategist, we know that there are ways, just as she mentioned, there are ways to get around that. And there's, so many virtual offices and addresses that you can use if you don't want to use your home address to be able to use as your address to have on your email, on your emails. So good stuff, Jam. And so you talked about segmenting, and that was my next thing, girl, on the list. We in sync. So yeah, so not segmenting your list, right? And so what does that mean? So ultimately, if you have a list of, let's just say, 100 people on there, all of those people have taken some type of different action when it comes to your email list, right? So some may not have even opened up your email. Some may have opened up your email but didn't click any links. Some may have opened the email and clicked links. And then you have some that may have unsubscribed. You want to make sure that you're constantly segmenting your list and cleaning it up. So that way, A, you're in compliance. B, you're targeting the right people based on the actions that they are taking, and your message is applicable to that specific email recipient based on their action that they're taking. But also, too, if you're using an email software, which I hope you are, you're automating this and you're not manually doing it, they charge you according to how many emails you have on your list. So if you're not constantly cleaning it up, you could be potentially paying for emails that's on that list that you don't even need to be talking to and you don't need to be sending emails to. So segmentation is key. And that is one of the things that I see as a big, big, big mistake. I get emails from people who I'm like, I'm not your audience. Why am I getting this email? No, I didn't purchase anything from you. You know what I'm saying? So you guys want to make sure that you're segmenting your list.
Yeah, that's really good, Malika. And I think the thing that they have to think about too is you want to really just go in and build those really good relationships. Like I always teach the people that I help strategize with in their businesses, that we're relational. And so we're not transactional. And so we want to be
Mhm.
respectful, we want to be loving, and we want to be caring, even if we've never met this person, because it's that thing that's going to be the soft skill that's going to build your business and brand along the way. And I think sometimes people get anxiety stricken just because they are not making the sales that they want or the sales
Yeah.
as quick as they should or that
Mhm.
they could or it is that they believe. And so it's so important to kind of like navigate and do that dance. And one thing that I just want to name and claim for everybody, like, you're probably like, this is a lot. Like, what, we got a segment list? Like, that's what a CEO does. Or they
Yeah.
hire someone to do it. And
Yeah.
it's like a lot of us are complaining and annoyed and stressed about results and sales and
Mm.
profits. But you have to pause and ask yourself the question, do I really want to be a CEO? And if I really want to be a CEO, until I can hire all of the people, I have to make time to do all of the things to build out my business properly. Like, and one of the things that I am navigating now, right, is this piece around, you're probably like, I'm hearing this for the first time. I heard something the other day for the first time, and I was just like, well, herein lies your frustration.
Mhm.
And so I want to say to every, growing CEO here, ignorance is not bliss.
Right.
Ignorance is lost profits. Ooh,
Yes. Say
that
that
was the
again.
word. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is lost profits.
Yep.
And so cutting corners cut profits. Only using YouTube University will cut your profits. You have to make an investment so that there can be a return.
Say that again. Yeah. It's I mean, there is no way around it, and we'll say this until, the cows come home, right? There's no shortcuts when it comes to building your business, building your brand, regardless to what may be told out on social media and what we hear. There are no shortcuts. And if you decide that you want to really get into this entrepreneurship thing full time and seriously, you're going to have to take some serious steps, actionable steps to get those results and to get you where you want to ultimately be. And that may be hiring a marketing strategist or an attorney to at least give you the blueprint. If you don't want to hire the marketing strategist to actually do the work, let me give you the blueprint. Let us give you the blueprint so you're not out here just throwing spaghetti at the walls and hoping that it sticks. Right. And if you building your business, you want to make sure that you're doing it in a way that it's protected legally, and whatever other legal things that that might come up during your consultation or your calls with Jamila.
Yeah, no, you said something so strong. We don't want to be out here throwing spaghetti at the wall. And a lot of times I am in a space where the business strategy side of my business is picking up because people have not done the blueprint, the groundwork, the foundational work to actually build out the business. And they went straight to making offers. But when you
Mm,
go straight to making offers, you are building a hustle mentality and not a CEO mentality. And so now I'm like, well, I got to pause on your legal work because, in good conscience, I can't keep doing this legal work, charging you this money. And I know this ain't right. So now
yeah,
I got to pause what you hired me for and then redo and help rebrand what you didn't set up right. And then pull in my network like Malika, like, hey, they need some marketing support. They need some coaching on how they're going to develop and deliver their sales script, how
yeah.
they're going to develop and deliver their sales calls. These are all things that you have to navigate as a solo CEO.
Yes, that part. That
Yeah.
part. Absolutely. I think the last biggest mistake that I want to make sure that I let you guys know about is purchasing email lists. I had a consultation with someone a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about really didn't have an email list, and she asked me about, well, what if I can purchase an email list? And I said no. as tempting as it may be, as enticing as the offer may sound about what this particular company can do for you when you purchase the emails from them, my advice to you is not to do that. And here is why. Simple. You risk being, for one, being banned from your email provider, but also two, risk being reported as spam. Right. And so these people ultimately have not given you permission to email them. And so you don't want to have a relationship or try to attempt to build a relationship with someone who hasn't even given you permission. Number two, you don't even know if these people are really your audience. You know what I mean? But again, it's going to be wasted effort. So I always say, if you have one or two people that you've emailed or have done some type of service or work for, ask them to, to join your email list and start using those one or two people and build from there. That is why it's important to get those landing pages, and have some sort of call to action where you're giving away something for free in exchange for an email address. And this is where the strategy comes in when you hire a marketing person. There you have it.
No, no. I mean, and just to add on to that, it's illegal.
Okay.
It's illegal. Point blank and period. It is illegal.
Y'all
So
heard it
you
from the attorney.
cannot go and do that and here and this goes back to ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is probably illegal. Like ignorance is hurting your business. Ignorance is hurting your profits. And so you have to make a decision. And one of the things that Malika said is you have to be at a place where you want to build your blueprint rather than make some money. Yes, you do want to be profitable, right? But we, as faith based entrepreneurs, have to be stewards. So, a lot of us are looking for results that God can't trust us with because we are
Mm,
not going to steward them. If you have not set aside some money in your budget for legal, you're not going to steward the vision God gave you. If you have not set aside some money in your budget for marketing and sales, you are not stewarding the vision that God gave you. And somebody's like, well, I didn't know that I should even be thinking through a budget like that in my business. Ignorance is not bliss. And if you don't understand how you spend money is really going to determine how much money you make, you got to go to that ground root effort and do what Malika said, which is build the blueprint.
that's it.
That's it.
That is it. I think that's a wrap for today.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap for today. We'll be back in 2 weeks, talking to you guys all things legal and marketing as well as sales strategy. So make sure that you guys tune in. You follow us on Instagram, malika.shay on Instagram, and Jamila, go ahead and shout out your Instagram. Oh, boom, there it is on the screen. But
Yep,
let them
yep,
know.
yep. Jamila Moore, Esquire. Hey, y'all built the blueprint.
That's it. Build the blueprint and make sure that you get the help that you need. All right.
Hmm.
We'll see you guys in 2.
See you soon. I love that comment.